What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Mint Hunter Comics. And last year when I moved into the new house, I was meeting a couple neighbors in the area, and I was talking to the one guy about my YouTube channel, and he mentioned that he had some comics, but that he had recently sold a bunch on eBay, but he had a stack of comics to give me. Well, I haven't seen that guy in a really long time, but I finally saw him, and I asked him, hey, do you by any chance still have that stack of comics that you were willing to part with? And he said, yeah, come on right now and let's get it to you. So went to his house, got a bunch of comics, and we're doing a live unboxing. I haven't seen what's in here except for the book on the top of the stack. I don't believe anything in here is bagged and boarded, so that is something we will have to do. If they really are all duds, don't worry. We do have something cool we can unbox. First one up is Fist of Khonshu Moon Knight issue number 2. And this is a perfect time to tell you about Lagoon, where I can actually scan that book. See that UPC code down there? I scan it, and it comes up Fist of Khonshu number 2. I add it to my collection. It's that easy. Lagoon not only organizes your collections and shows you about your recent pickups, but you can actually go ahead and mark it as read. It can recommend recommended reading or what's next in the line for you to read, to keep up with. You can go ahead and check on your friends to see what their collections are doing. And you can take it as far as going ahead and grading each book individually. Me personally, at the moment, I just keep it for basically cataloging my collection. And it makes it really easy and it's a lot of fun. Check it out at the Google Play and App Stores, and it is free. So Fist of Khonshu number 2, I forget, that might be the first appearance of Arthur Harrow? Is that his name? It might be. Quite honestly, I can't remember. Fun fact, I did not finish the show. I have one episode to go. We got Mighty Thor 358. I don't believe that's a major appearance. I think that might be a death of somebody, but that's about it. Next up, we have the first appearance of the Heckler. I've mentioned that book before as being an underrated key from the 90s. First appearance there. Wildcats Trilogy. Gorgeous shape. I don't think that's a very valuable book, though. That's okay. How about Ren and Stimpy? You don't see that too much. Number 9. Very nice. Here's number 13. 15. Very minimal spine ticks in these books, too, so that's cool. I do need to get them bagged and boarded right away to make me feel comfortable. Dr. Trousseau's Jet-Powered Peddler from the American Heart Association. Maybe that's one of those comics talking about heart health. You know how in the 80s and 90s you would get like the anti-drug and anti-alcohol ones. Uncanny X-Men 196. X-Men books are a weakness of mine. I don't know what they are off the top of my head. Oh, this has to be the best one in the bunch. The Foot Book by Dr. Seuss. I should give that to my foot fetish friend as a joke. Batman vs. Predator. Unfortunately, it's got some wear on it. It's actually got a seam down the middle. Oh, hey! That's nice. Richard Dragon, Kung Fu Fighter number 1. Is that the first appearance of Richard Dragon? It might be. Or maybe the first Bronze Tiger? I forget. It's somebody. That's a nice little book there. We got some Cerebus. Church and State. I believe that's the second volume. You don't see too much Cerebus out there. Oh, this is interesting. You get like a little Wolverine-esque character on the cover, and they actually say, Wolveroach is a parody of Wolverine, which is a character copyrighted and trademarked by Marvel. So they didn't want to get in trouble. That's funny. Yep, here he's on the cover of this one too. I don't know Cerebus books too well, other than the really early ones have some value. Here's 8, 9, 12, 14, 15. So it's a near complete run of whatever this Cerebus Church and State is. So, I mean, I don't know the values of that stuff off the top of my head, unfortunately. Is it good? Is it crap? Chaser Platoon. It appears to be a complete series of it, though. And it looks like this individual got these from Goodwill, and they are actually bagged and boarded. I don't know what it is, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 6. Pretty cool. Birds of Prey 86. I don't believe that is anything, but that is one that is bagged and boarded. Striker. number one. I don't know, but it's always good to find number one comics, even if you don't know what they are, which, believe me, I do not know what these are. Avenger Robo, there's another number one. Never heard of it in my life. And then a random 52, week 13. Okay. The Craptacular B-Sides. Okay. Revolving Doors. Hey, these are all number ones. They're just very indie titles. Now, indie titles from the 80s can have a little bit of value. I don't know this stuff off the top of my head. We got some more Moon Knight, Mark Spector, 23 and 24. Nice. Black Orchid by Vertigo, number one from 1993. That's a really nice shape. I don't believe that's a first appearance or anything, though. Caliber Comics, The Apparition. Dynamite Comics, Black Terror, Volume 1, Issue 1. Maybe that's a first appearance. I don't know. Number one. Seems to be a random pile of number ones, but it might be worthless, might not. I don't know. Chainsaw Vigilante. That, yeah, it even says it in the top corner. That is a Tick comic universe. Tick comics can have some value, so maybe that book does have a little bit. Black Axe, number one. Okay. Morbius, iconic cover here for not necessarily the right reasons. People find that to be some goofy art. Okay, so we're into some Mortal Kombat. Now, I think some Mortal Kombat books do have some value. I don't know. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. There it is. Kung Lao, number one, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Battle Waves, number 5. And A Complete Departure. But this is a nice book. I know what this is. Tech World. It's the adaptation of William Shatner's Tech World books. And, ooh. This is actually really sharp. I'll have to look it up if that book has any value in the graded. That could be one of the ones that might be worth it. Here's another number one, Teenage Super Forces. Mortal Kombat Goro, number 1 and number 2. 1 and 2. So I do like seeing number ones. Even if something isn't necessarily valuable, number ones are always ones people want to pick up. Here's another random Mortal Kombat book. I don't know what that stuff is, though. Mortal Kombat Battle Wave number 2 and Battle Wave number 1, and that is Malibu Comics. Any value to that? Who knows? Zombie number 1. That's like a $5 book, I believe. Outlander number 1 and I guess maybe 2. Recommended for mature readers. No idea. Never seen that in my life. Mortal Kombat U.S. Special Forces, issue 1 and 2. Very nice. I can't imagine there was a lot of Mortal Kombat being printed, so maybe this stuff is kind of neat. Mortal Kombat Blood and Thunder, issue 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Image Plus. I think that's from 1992? 93. First printing. That has some sort of significance to it. I just can't remember off the top of my head. This is a nice one. Ooh, that's a nice one. Paul Chadwick's Concrete number 1. This is a book I was looking to find. You don't see it too often. Usually when you see collections, it's DC and Marvel. Concrete number 1. That's a nice one. Star Wars Attack of the Clones. I'm assuming that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. It looks like it. Nice. Attack of the Clones. And the little Dark Horse Star Wars. That is Dark Horse, right? Yeah. Very nice. Usagi Yojimbo Brass Cutter. This seems to be indie comics and other issue number 1s, which is total hit and miss. when it comes to number one indies, you kind of want the 80s. The 90s stuff usually ends up being a little on the worthless side. Triple Action, number one. And that's not a Marvel triple action, so I don't know. Grimjack, but it mentions Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the cover there, so maybe there's some value there. Who knows? Motor Mouth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. And with some duplicate copies of number 6. So whatever Motor Mouth is, I don't know. That is Motor Mouth number 1. Is that a first appearance? I don't really know. Stephen King, The Stand, issue 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cool. Stephen King's The Stand, or is that The Strand? No, it's The Stand. I gotta be brushed up on my Stephen King. I know there are some Stephen King comics that have some value, some of the Dark Tower series. I don't know it well enough to tell you which ones are valuable. More The Stand. This is The Stand No Man's Land, and then this is The Stand Hard Cases. So it appears to be some full runs of whatever this Stephen King The Stand is. That's good. I totally take full runs all day. All day. More Stephen King. Here, Dark Tower, The Fall of Gilead. Looks to be a complete run. Not bad. Any more Stephen King? Looks like one more. Stephen King, The Stand, American Nightmares 1 through 5. Yet again, another complete run. Complete runs are great. Maybe I'll read them and then see about moving. Bloodlines, random silly 90s book. That is not a arc that I enjoyed. Lagoon, number 1. Some Goon books can have value. I really doubt this is one of them, though. This is from 2010. Still, I'll get everything bagged and boarded, and I'll look it up just to make sure. Here's Neil Gaiman's Eternals. That's one of the nicer ones to get. That Eternals run of his is quite nice. Here we have The Dark Side War. Rick Raygun. Stop Dragon Comics. 1986. Number 1 through 3. And it is from the 80s, so like I said, if you get number 1 indie stuff from the 80s, it could have some value. I'll be taking a look for sure. Warheads, Black Dawn, number 1 and 2. JSA 56. I have no idea if that's anything. I don't believe that it is. Uncanny X-Men 336. John Sable, Freelance. Issue number 2. Issue number 6. Issue number 8. Oh, there's some more Cerebus down here. And issue 11. So I know that stuff's not valuable. All right, let's check out our Cerebus. Cerebus High Society. Issue 13, 14, 15. Let's see if there's more Cerebus in here. Issue 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Maybe I'll look online or keep an eye out for some of those missing ones to see if I can complete a full run of that. Because even if it doesn't have value, if you can complete a whole run, you try to do it. 21, 22. Elf Lord, number 1. Okay. 1986. Hey, we take indie stuff from the 80s, man. We take it all day. We keep that separate because that's a little random to be mixed in with all this Cerebus here. Here we got Church and State. Complete Church and State? Is it complete, though? Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had a couple of these already. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't know if it's complete, but it's the first 16 issues of Church and State, Cerebus Church and State, so that's pretty cool. And we've got High Society, issue 12, which is a little mangled, unfortunately. Oop, here's 10. 12, 11, 10. Ooh, these all got some crazy corner things going on. 5. Alright, so it starts with number 3. Cerebus, High Society, number 3. Can you see that there? And then we've got issue 23, 24. Oh, Society number 1. Number 2, 25. There it is. Cerebus, High Society, number 1. Everything needs to get into bags and boards immediately so that way I can be comfortable. Well, we've got, looks like a complete run of this Cerebus High Society. I think it was a near complete run of Church and State, and that was everything there. Let's move on to the final segment here where we box one of the DC Universe logo variant unboxings. We are going to open this up, if this truly is. Oh, wait, there's more than one. All right, so we've got, I think I might have had this one actually as a kid. That kind of looks familiar. Fall of Metropolis, and then we've got a 0 Hour 0 Month, which I believe, yep, there it is. The first appearance of King Shark is in here, and it's going to be that rare variant. But there is quite some dings on the side there, so I don't know. I say we keep that one on. Let's keep that one in its initial integrity. I'm not going to open that one, but what I am going to open is this one. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can't get any DC Universe logos out of this. Pow. I've been killing it lately with DC Universe logos. Let's see if we can continue that trend. Don't forget, if you ever find one of these in the wild, the first book always has to be pressed, no matter what. It's been sitting in a window this whole time. DC Universe, yes! But it does have to be pressed. So I can't send that one off to CGC as is. I gotta go to my presser. Superman, issue 91. DC Universe, once again, very nice. Let me move this Elf Lord number 1 up here. It makes me wonder, is the whole thing going to be like that? Here's Milestone and DC colliding. Man of Steel issue 28, 35. DC Universe logo. Bing, bang, boom. And these are gorgeous. Some of these ones more in the middle and in the back look like they don't even need any sort of pressing at all. So we could almost add them to the PP pile, the perfect pre-screen pile. And there's another DC Universe variant. No spine ticks on the back, nothing. That one does go to the presser. Slight spine roll on that one. This, I believe, is the last one here. Adventures of Superman 514 with a DC Universe variant. Is no one going to fit? Very nice. Featuring Action 700. Wow, that's super cool. And, you know, I said I thought I had this one as a kid. I'm not. My brain isn't remembering them. So I think that one might not be one of the ones I had as a kid. That might be a complete surprise. But tell you what, everything I just opened for, I didn't pay a cent for. The neighbor gave this to me. This was a Christmas gift. So we got some cool stuff. I'm going to take a look and see if there's any value of this. Once I get my website going up in the new year, I might have like a $1 bin or a $3 bin section that you can choose from, and some of this stuff might make it onto there. This stuff is going out to CGC or getting pressed and then going to CGC. So I'm really looking forward to it. I will see you guys at the next video, and as always, keep on hunting.